dollar CAD, which we did have a question on. I wrote about dollar CAD last night. I was not too happy with myself. Came into the year pretty bearish dollar CAD based on a long-term parallel. And what did I do? I didn't do anything. I did nothing about it. I screwed it up. That's okay. Let's move on. All right, so dollar CAD is coming into the 200-day average. But more important to me is this trend line that goes back to that, was that the June low, an October low. And you can see here that's going to intersect with a parallel from this fork, okay? That's going to be like 2460 or so. So that's a level to pay attention to. Now, this is a great example. I'm going to put, let's look at an hourly chart. This is really show you kind of the details of median line trading. So, okay, for one, you see how we bounced from the median line first. Okay, great. Everything over here is kind of a mess. We did hit VWAP from the high. It was great. I don't know what the hell I was doing. It was 2 in the morning, so I was probably sleeping. Yesterday's high, or 2 days ago's high, excuse me, was right at this 25 line. When you come from the 25 line, your natural, this is you know, the concept of symmetry in median lines. You're naturally looking for a move to the 75 line, which is equidistant from median line to 25 line. That intersects the trend line here at 2450, 2460. That's where you're looking, okay? Now also, I want to bring in another concept here, median line acceleration. Do you see how what happened just today, okay? This was during Europe today. We broke lower, below the median line, bounced, if you can see this, I'm going to zoom in on a little bit, and guess where we reversed? Resistance right at the center line. This is a way that you can put on trades with very, very tight stops, okay? You'd be amazed at how often you get these tags on center lines and whatnot and go right off of it, okay? So for me, there's two things to watch here for dollar CAD. One, remember that the dollar, US dollar, as well as DXY, I think CAD's like maybe like 10 or 11% of DXY, something like that. But remember that both of these dollar indices are at or very, very close to support, okay? So a bounce in dollar CAD would not be a crazy thought. Okay. Now, frankly, I don't think that it happens until 2450.60. Okay, that's neither here nor there. I'm not trying to buy it here. Maybe down here if you get a reversal signal for a scalp, but that would be it. What I'm saying is watch the center line here for resistance at about 2560, 2570. However, the bigger, better setup for me would be a retest of this neckline, which is right here, right? This is a head and shoulders. Right, actually, I did dream about this last night for some reason. That's weird. Shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline, right? Tested it, broke it. If we do come back and test it at some point, it would also be testing the underside of this VWAP line right here, okay, which was VWAP from the low in October. That was support. We broke it, former support, look for it to become resistance. I say this all the time, but that's true not just on a a chart level basis, but it's also true for things like moving averages and VWAP and trend lines and pitchforks and all that good stuff. So again, that would be the primo setup in my opinion, is if you got a bounce and a retest back to 26.30.40, which by the way is also the year open at 26.38. And then you'd be looking to lay on a short there for the retest of the head and shoulders neckline. Okay. Bigger downside level for dollar CAD is basically just the October low at 22.88. And that's also the head and shoulders target, by the way. So if I do this here, measure it out, you can see head and shoulders target right there, 22.70. Okay,